Hey, Josh.
So,
Not a whole lot. You ready to play some Dungeons and Dragons?
I am so freaking ready.
That's good, because you are here on Side Character Quest, a D&D podcast. How you doing today?
I'm doing so good. Thank you for having me again. This is awesome.
It has been about a month since we last recorded due to life stuff. You don't have to get into that.
Let's get into it. Let's get into the dirt and the mud and the mire of real life so that when we transition to fantasy, it feels so good. I will say, without going into the details, I'm ready to escape into a world where I'm a farting elf.
Okay, well, we can do that. I can do that for you. I can set up that world. I can give you some beans,
and then we
can get into this.
A bunch of people listen to it.
So many people. You know, it's something I haven't told you. In one of the earlier an episode not too long ago, I had a guest DM on, and he had a character fart, and I instead of putting in the Foley of the farting sound, I put my own voice in saying, Eli, I'm not going to put a fart in this show.
And now it's a recurring bit with my character.
It's got to go in there.
Oh,
it's
man.
got to.
Oh, that's awesome.
So I'm gonna find some fart noises, work them in.
It's great.
It's gonna be really good stuff. Boutique fart.
Only
Boutique.
The best. Top shelf.
Flatulence.
This is a man who cares about his show. He's gonna give you guys the best fart sounds.
Best fart sounds. All right, let's get into this shit. Recap of last time. Last time we were playing, we found Abbot Faer landing on a clerical Clerical sounds like it's about secretarial work.
Yeah, checking the numbers.
A religious gathering, a gathering of a bunch of clerics, priests, and clergy people at a isolated island estate on the Seganom. Someone was murdered, and now we find Faer trying to figure out what's going on.
He has taken over the case.
He has taken over the case. Taken it over.
Everyone has accepted he's the proper party to be conducting an investigation.
Yes, exactly. Do you have anything else you want to hit, or do you want to just roll right into the show?
There's nothing I want to hit, but I get the sense that Fair Landing would like to hit many things.
All right, let's do this. On an average day, if you were to peer into any one of Twain Manor's guest rooms and find it occupied, it might be that you saw the butler checking that it didn't need a freshening up, or perhaps you'd find a business person stopping off at the estate while traveling to or from Cirque. But on this rainy evening, you'd instead see one of a dozen or so clerics bunked up with the serving staff, and all of them are pretty on edge. Outside their doors stand Lumineers, weapon-wielding clergy operating under Lord Frederick's orders to keep them out of your hair while you investigate. So, what are you going to do next?
I believe we've got everyone sequestered.
Yes, and if you want to skip ahead to whatever location you're walking to, feel free.
Okay. I have the butler with me at all times.
You have the owner of the estate,
Lulabelle
Twain. Yes.
Yeah. Okay, so Butler's MIA.
As you were leaving the hallway, you saw the butler having a conversation with some of the Lumineers standing up there.
Okay.
I'm just putting that out there so that you know his whereabouts.
Yeah. All right. I believe Chad was his name.
Chet.
That's right. Butler Chet. So, I guess who's gonna have the best sense of head count? Would it be Lulabelle, or would it be Chet? Who's gonna have a good sense of where everyone's rooms are?
Yeah, probably both of them would have a fairly solid idea.
Okay. Sister Robin, has she come down from her? Is she sobering up at all yet?
You have sent her off. She is getting some coffee. we can say that she has caught back up to you and is holding a kind of like shaking glass of espresso.
Good. Sister Robin, I'm so thankful that you're here for me in this moment, fully present.
Yes, ma'am.
And cogent.
All right. Yep.
I consider ma'am to be an even greater term of respect.
Yep.
Thank you.
Okay.
And I put my hand on her shoulder.
What's up? What do you need me to do?
I say, I trust you with my life.
Okay.
And then...
all right. Okay. Yep. I've got you.
Mr. Chet, please, if I may.
Yes, I believe this was my voice.
If not, it has greatly improved, because you sound amazing.
Thank you.
I want to take your voice and bottle it up and keep it with me always.
Oh, thank you.
Anyway, Priestess Choir.
Priestess Chior?
Chore, of course. Priestess Chore, where might I find their rooms?
Oh, well, they would be...
And he gestures down the hallway.
It would be on probably the second to last room, although we have a couple of staff staying in there right now.
Why do you have staff staying in a priestess quarters?
Quick reminder, following the party, you moved all of the staff and clerics that were in the party up into these rooms just so that they could all be kept on eye on.
I know I did that.
You took them all up there so that they could. You did that.
Of course I did. Yes, it was
you
a test, Sister
right.
Robin, and you have passed. That's coffee, correct?
Yeah, yes, sir.
Good.
Ma'am.
It all works.
All works.
This is a fluid situation.
You gesture to your body.
Take me. Take me to the priestess room.
All right.
I believe you were speaking to me.
Yes.
And the butler walks with you, and Lulabelle, who looks very tired at this point, follows with both of you. Robin stays behind, drinking her espresso.
Okay. Is she alone? She's buddy to...
Like, she stays behind, but
Lumineers.
You are in a hallway with, like, 8 Lumineers.
Okay.
All at, just sort of patrolling and watching the doors to make sure nobody comes in or out.
Excellent. As we're walking, I would like to say, Madam Twain.
Yes?
Are you a woman of faith?
I'm a woman of faith. Yes.
She looks at you as you say that and attempts to appraise you.
Okay.
Let's see.
I have faith in gold and currency. Business.
Wealth. Power.
Yes. I suspect that you don't have great feelings about the rest of the Congress here, so I hope this doesn't upset you too much, that I don't find any particular one of their gods.
I think your god is just as fickle and unwieldy as theirs.
Fair.
I also think it is as intangible and incorporeal. So, I'm curious. Why was it that your beautiful estates were selected for this event?
Roll me a persuasion real quick, just to see like how open she's going to be.
It's a dirty 20.
Ooh, dirty 20.
Well, if you must know, and I suspect, considering the circumstances, you must, that was arranged by Mr. Lord Frederick. He wished that we have someplace defensible, someplace isolated, but also, of course, someplace that is easily accessible to Cirque and the surrounding environs.
Of course.
Being on the river, it makes it quite easy for anybody traveling east or west, at least.
So it was his selection, this location.
Yes. Yes, sir.
And it was also him who wished to have the staff traded out.
Yes, sir.
Very good. Very good. And then are we at the rooms yet?
You have arrived at the room, and you can go in if you would like.
All right. I knock first, politely.
You knock, and the door cracks open. You see a member of staff who I will just tell you is unimportant, and I don't feel like giving them a voice unless you want to specifically ask them a question.
You staff member.
Yeah.
You are insignificant and unimportant
I
to this.
know.
Please leave. No, leave the room.
Okay. These two staff members like get ushered out by the Lumineer who was guarding the door and get moved over to another one of the rooms.
Please make certain that Sister Robert is not drinking anything alcoholic.
Okay. I guess. They go off that way down the hall.
Right. Is there anyone still in the room?
No, there's no one left in the room. It's just you and Lulabelle Twain.
All right. I would like to roll an investigation to see if the priestess had ever been in the room.
Gotcha. Quick reminder to the audience that Lulabelle is under the effects of suggestion, I believe.
Yes.
To have a pleasant walk with with Fair Landing.
I'm trying not to think about the fact that when it's over, she will 100% be aware of the fact that that spell. It's like when it's done, the subject is conscious of the fact that they were suggested.
Are they actually, or are you thinking of one of the other ones? Because I was running under the assumption that as long as she did not start doing anything wildly out of character, she would not necessarily realize that she has been under any sort of spell. Because so far, she has just been like walking around with the lead investigator trying to investigate a murder on her estate, which seems very reasonable to her, you know?
Yeah, on a failed save, it pursues the course of action described. If the condition isn't met before the spell expires, the activity is important. Oh, you're right. I think I'm all right.
Yeah, she will not know unless you start doing something that is like wildly out of character for her.
And the duration is 8 hours, so...
Yeah, I mean, the weirdest thing for her... roll me an insight on her real quick. I know I will remember the investigation that you have planned.
Whew. Let's see here, that was a 17. Insight is +2, so 19.
You can tell that she is fighting sleep, and that she is like, she seems like she's getting a little bit grumpy based on the sleep, but every time she talks to you, she is like putting on a face of like being pleasant.
Okay.
So as soon as she starts interacting with you, she's like, "Oh yeah, oh yeah, let me just smile."
Waking her back up.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. But she looks very sleepy. Like that is the most unusual thing to her right now is the fact that she hasn't like gone off to go to sleep, but also murder.
Yeah, I don't feel as comfortable going to sleep.
Exactly.
Okay. So investigation.
Yes, roll me that investigation.
I'm sure the room looks used because there were staff in here, but I specifically am looking for signs of the priestess and perhaps like a religious item or
totally
any sign that she was here.
Totally.
Let's see, investigation 12.
Okay. Obviously you see the space where these staff members were sitting.
And I will say I do have a 15 passive persuasion.
Perception, you mean?
Perception, yes.
Yeah.
But this was investigation.
Investigation, yeah. So looking around this room, you see the space where these people were. They had a couple of chairs pulled up. There was a book sitting on one of those chairs that the person had clearly been reading and just left behind when you ushered them out. The rest of the space, there's a bag that appears to be clothes or something sitting on the bed that is open and just has some vestments in it, that sort of thing you see as you start to poke around and investigate a little bit. You also see there is a sort of desk space.
Okay.
And there is some wool on that space, as well as some like parchment that has been rolled out and a candle.
Okay. Anything written on the parchment?
No, but since you're taking a closer look, roll me a religion check.
Ooh, I accidentally used my middle dice. 19.
Oh, yeah. You would have been able to tell, just basically no matter what, you would have been able to tell this is some sort of religious ritual, but you can also tell with a 19, this is someone basically doing a ritual, a prayer, nightly or a daily evening prayer to the shepherdling, which is the god of lost sheep. you know that this is a god of people who have lost their way or have been, have been separated from their community. And this appears to be someone doing a prayer to that god.
Okay. It's just a ritual. There's nothing written on the parchment.
No, there is there is that candle that is sitting there. There has been
candle lit.
It is not lit. I'll give you this. Basically, this pile of wool sitting on parchment, and then this broad, wide candle where then wax was sort of poured, splattered onto the wool, which you recognize as part of this evening ritual for the shepherdling.
Can I read what the ritual would have said to the priestess?
Sure. Roll me another religion check. Okay.
That was not great. 9.
Okay. You can tell that this was a normal ritual, but the splattering of ink. I'm gonna give you this more for your high investigation, high perception than for the religion check.
Okay.
You can tell that the candle was knocked over in a hurry. It was knocked over and put out, like the wax sort of spilled out from it after the ritual was performed. So there's a ritual done here, and then the person got up in a hurry, knocking over the candle as they did so, leaving the ritual half done.
Okay.
What do you see there?
It would seem that the priestess was in a bit of a hurry.
Priestess Chio? I certainly don't think that little sheep would do anything wrong around here.
Sheep indeed.
And then I pick up the candle, or what's left of it, I guess.
Yeah.
I give it a little taste, lick with the
You
tongue.
bite a little bit of that wax off.
Mm-hmm.
Just tastes like waxy wax.
Of course. Yes. This is important.
Sure.
Chet,
Yes.
take a mental picture of this room. Spin around.
He looks at Lulabelle, who nods, and he and spins around.
Good. You have it in your mind.
Mm-hmm. Yes, I do have it in my mind.
Anything stick out to you?
Well, clearly, she didn't have chance to put her bags into the...
Wait, no. Take that back.
Well, she had some time here to put her bags down, and
He looks at the floors and at everything else. He's like,
well, I don't see any sort of struggle or anything like that. Everything is in its place, other than the chairs that the staff have moved over, and this whole mess on the desk.
pointing to the candle.
Chet, you beautiful pedestrian man. This... there is more to this room than meets the eye. Here, hold this candle.
He takes the candle.
And then I leave the room.
Lulabelle follows you.
All right. Please do take me to the room of where Auguste Gilderange is staying.
All right.
Did I pronounce that terribly wrong?
No, you got really spot on.
Oh, yes.
Auguste Gilderange.
Oh, of course.
And she leads you over to a couple of doors down to another room and opens up this space, finding there's a couple of staff members that you have to open the door, usher these people out, step inside, and looking around this room, you again see there is a pack on the bed. This one has been emptied. Things have been well, roll me a perception check. Well, passive perception's 15?
Yeah.
Okay. Looking around the room, you can tell that their pack has been set out. It is much, emptied. Everything has been put into its proper place. All of their materials are laid out on the desk. There are clothes and robes put out in the wardrobe, that sort of thing. Everything is very neatly arranged.
Okay. I would like to rummage through the wardrobe.
Okay. Roll me an investigation.
This is my best rummage. 11.
11. Yeah, you see clothes, robes that there's a mix of finer clothes, soft, nicer robes, but then also things that are very clearly made for traveling over a long, long distance. And you also know, you find a robe. Roll me a religion check.
Come on. It's what I do. I am religious. It's ironic, though,
Yeah.
because I'm really not that religious. 11.
Gotcha. I'll say that you recognize.
I'm this close to getting new dice.
You recognize some of the vestments as being similar to what you saw years and years and years and years ago when you worked out at the Salton Sea with Saint Simone.
Right.
But beyond that, you don't recognize like what particular religion they work for, they're assigned to, or anything like that. It's just one of those general Salton Sea vestments.
Okay. No parchment, nothing written, no documents.
There's some parchment by the desk, but nothing of interest.
Where is Gilderange?
I have to say I do not know where she is, but
We have a dead priest.
Dead priest.
A dead cleric or a dead priest?
Cleric.
Okay.
Priest, cleric, whatever.
All right. So we have one dead religitor.
Clergy? Clergy, I think is the word you're looking for.
Yes, we have one dead clergyman, a missing priestess, and Gilderange is nowhere to be seen, having left all of their stuff in the room. Where's the other two names that we haven't crossed off yet are zookeeper, animal keeper, and Iver.
Yes, Iver. Do you mention that out loud? Those are the other names that are missing, or the other people that are missing?
The cleric Soth and Lady Godfrey, R.I.P. We talked to them already.
Yes, you talked to those. You guys already located Godfrey and Soth in another room. So at this point, the missing people that you were aware of are Auguste Gilderange, Priestess Chior, the zookeeper that was hired, and Iver, who you met earlier.
I need to. I'm going to say this to Chet and Lady Twain. They're the only two people with me right now, correct?
At this point, yes. There's people in the hall, other Lumineers, but nobody nearby.
Could I just have them fetch
Robin?
Robin, yeah, Sister Robin. I would like to kind of like have a little rap session.
Sure. The Lumineer heads down the hall and comes back with Robin, who has downed her espresso and is shaking a little bit.
Excellent. All right, team.
Yep. All right.
Let's break things down.
Woo. Yeah.
What do we know?
well,
I point at Robin.
You point at Robin.
Yeah.
Well, okay. We know that it's not anybody that was nobody that was at the party could have done the killing of the person because you came because that nobody, as far as I know, nobody
Good.
came in.
That's
okay.
That's good
Yep.
enough. High five.
Everybody, high five.
Okay. And then I point at Chet. I say, now you.
and well, you checked everyone's pants as well. Well, you already, I guess that covers the party thing.
Excellent. Yes, that was wonderful.
We know where pretty much all of the staff are accounted for. None of them would ever do something like this when they hire those sorts of people.
They are a temporary staff, though.
He pauses as you say that and then nods very slightly, and you can see like a passing like, I can't admit that you are correct, but you are correct. Like I cannot fully vouch for these people.
So he's more just responding out of rote
Yes.
posturing and does not like getting caught.
And after you say that, he says,
We have not seen the zookeeper or the portrait maker.
Ah, well, Chet, I put my hand on his shoulder and said, "You're doing a fine job under very stressful constraints and short turnaround times.
Thank you.
High five."
And he very softly high fives.
Firm. Lady Twain.
Yes.
He kind of gestures like,
Yes.
please do contribute.
Oh, well, we know where everybody has been in the... We've checked out the scene of the murder, we've checked out the ballroom, and we've checked out the hotel rooms, excuse me.
Are you doing all right?
It's been a while. Sorry, it's kind of late.
Do you need to nap? Do you need to have a power nap?
I would not turn such an offer down, but something compels me to stick my inside.
I release.
That's all right.
I'm gonna release the suggestion.
I think that I really should take a rest, but we've taken a look at all of the bedrooms. As far as I can tell, I don't know that we're gonna find anything else. That you're gonna find anything else around here. I think that at this point, the best thing to do is check out.
And as she says that, she just kind of like waves her hand,
Check
looks
out.
around like
Just-
she's like, I can't think of where you should look.
She really has a lot to process right
Yeah.
now, and it hasn't helped that I've been influencing her. So
Yeah.
I'm gonna go, if it's all right with all of you, I'm gonna commandeer Priestess Chioa's old room and just take a lie down.
That's fine, yes.
All right.
Take care of yourself. And if you do leave your room, please do not forget the buddy system.
Of course.
So
Yep.
All right,
All right.
Robin,
Yes.
who stands to benefit the most from this event going awry?
I have a thought in my head, but I want to see if she has anything to contribute.
Let me roll I guess this would be a history check.
And Chet's still with us, right?
Chet is right there. She rolled
Excellent.
a natty 1.
Okay.
Who would benefit the most? You would.
Shut your stupid mouth. The beautiful.
Chet like kind of sighs and like,
Oh.
So,
I believe it would be Frederick.
Why would you say that?
Look, he's seen as in this moment as a man of confidence and power. His lumineers are all over the building and clearly
his eyes glance towards the door.
running security. Frederick himself could benefit from a power vacuum in Congress Monastery, and this would be a good opportunity for him to display chaos needing to be reined in by the light of Lumen. Would it not?
He takes a few steps over towards the door and very surreptitiously, like looking down the hall, closes the door and then turns back towards you.
If this is true, what would be our next steps?
I believe we continue with the investigation. You said that there is a zookeeper unaccounted for.
Yes.
I noticed there were some strange zoo-like animals being kept in crates, transported for this
Yes.
event.
They were being delivered to the solarium for viewing tomorrow. Just eccentricities, something to keep people entertained.
Who paid for these animals to arrive?
That would, I believe, have been Madame Twain.
So she set up for a bunch of wild, dangerous animals?
Well, they're to be kept in moved from the crates to the cages
Ah,
at the solarium.
perhaps we should pay a visit to the solarium.
Perhaps so.
All right, let's go. And she slams open the door and goes running down the hall.
cool. Yeah, I definitely know. I know what I'm doing.
Okay.
I've got it. I know what I'm doing. Can I catch up with Robin?
Do you want to catch up with her in the hall, or do you want to jump cut to the solarium?
Jump cut to the solarium.
Okay, jump cut. This estate is built in 2 large wings. The very center of those 2 wings is the foyer, the entryway that you guys all came in. On the opposite side of the building, at the back of the estate, is the solarium. As you enter this room, you find that it is a giant domed, essentially like a greenhouse sort of situation. There's these long strips of wired metal and then beautiful curved glass. And beyond that, you can see the stars twinkling in the sky in between the thundering clouds above. Rain pounds on the glass, making this space pretty cacophonous. I might tune that down a little bit, though, because I'm sure listeners would find it very annoying.
So occasionally the whole space is lit by a flash of lightning.
Exactly. And there are plants all around you, things that you recognize from the Salton Sea, things that you recognize from the pines, all sorts of things. There's also a set of cages that are not super great for like keeping animals long term, but big enough. And there's a bunch of crates.
The wealthy and the religious don't have a great track record.
Yeah.
At treating animals well.
Yes. And there's also a bunch of crates next to said cages that have clearly been opened up, and animals have been put out into these cages. So you see things like large tortoises. You see this beautiful white deer. You see a bear from the pines. You see also a cragcat. Which is like a bobcat, big bobcat, prowling from one side of the cage to the other, that sort of thing.
Okay. Are there any like keepers or people moving around?
No, there are no other people in this space. No other people in this space.
Is there let me see here. Okay. Are we in like a safe place? Or are we kind of in the open at the moment?
As in, there's nobody around except for you and Robin, and if you want to have brought Chet, you can have?
Definitely.
Okay. Then it's the 3 of you. There's no one else around except for these animals, which are caged. Plus a few empty cages, and also those crates.
Okay. Mr. Chet.
Yes.
Do you trust him?
He pauses and that very slight nod.
Okay, not enough. Your reputation as a butler would be imperiled were I to die in your presence. Good. Then
okay.
I'd like let me see here. Inventory. I hand him my my quarterstaff.
Okay, interesting. Okay.
And I'm going to sit down.
Okay.
And Sister Robin, please, if you would.
All right. Yes.
I am going to
this is exciting.
enter your mind.
What? Wait, which one? Robin?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
She trusts me.
All right.
I feel like
Yeah.
I've got her devotion, so I'm essentially I have this ability called Gaze of Two Minds.
Oh.
Where if I touch a willing humanoid, I can perceive through its senses until the end of my next turn.
I assume you have done this before, or no?
Definitely.
Definitely. Have you done this with Robin, or with other members of the Is this a thing that like you have done with your trusted people that you have?
Yeah, I would think so. Yeah,
Okay.
especially like if there was ever a moment where I wanted to basically like see how something was going on in the village, or if there was if I was too bothered to actually like go myself to look at something, I would just grab one of them and
And send
do
them
this.
on their way. That is very interesting. Okay, cool.
I'm blinded and deafened during the duration of the connection, so
Cool.
I'm more or less incredibly vulnerable. But yeah, it lets me basically, kind of like warg into someone's into another person, a humanoid.
Rad. Okay, cool.
So I don't think I'm perceiving through its senses.
Okay.
So I'm not actually in control, I don't believe.
Mm-hmm.
But as long as we're on the same plane of existence, I'm able to kind of follow them, more or less. So I'm gonna basically say, I'll go ahead and
Do it in character, yeah.
Yep. I'm going to gaze into your mind.
All right.
I would like you to explore the grounds as thoroughly as possible.
Okay.
And Master Chet, you will remain to watch over my body.
Of course. Of course. Yes.
Robin, this could get dangerous.
Of course, yeah. I'm ready. I'm ready.
At the, we should have a safe word.
All right. Oh boy. Greenhouse.
That's our safe word?
Yes.
You feel like you could bring that up in conversation?
That's a good point.
No, it's fine.
Well, actually, that kind of works. I can say, let's go back to the greenhouse. But then if I don't want your help, then I'll just say, let's go back to the solarium. So that way I have two options. So
you're
know.
in the solarium.
Yeah, we're in the solarium, but it's like kind of the greenhouse, you know?
How about this?
Yeah.
Say, praise Saint Simone.
Praise Saint Simone. Got it.
And if that occurs, I'll break the connection and come to your aid immediately.
Sounds good.
So I want her to investigate this space with all the dangerous animals.
Okay, so you're staying in the solarium.
Yeah, but like in a safe space.
Gotcha. I was like, where are you sending this person? Like, where on the grounds are you sending them? It's like, no, they're staying literally in the same room as you. Okay.
Is it that small of a room?
Okay, no, that's a fair point. It's fair.
Bunch of animals.
Yeah, it's fairly large. It's big enough. Yeah, it's like
I'm just picturing this is probably not a great lit place. It's got, if it doesn't have any overhead lighting.
It's like those zoo, like, you know, have you ever been to a zoo where they'll have like that really big, very humid room that has like quails running around and butterflies and
yes.
There's like paths going through. It's like that.
I just went to the zoo today.
Oh, nice. There you go.
The Henry Dorley Zoo. Yeah.
There you go. It's like one of those.
Okay.
So it's fairly large, but
like if she yells, I'd hear her. That's the
yes.
Okay. I'm just thinking there's probably a lot of places someone could hide.
Fair.
Or a creature could hide.
And you don't want to spring a trap
because of
your own.
The intermittent light from I'm clearly the most capable and able individual out of this 3-person party.
Mm-hmm.
And Chet knows everything about the grounds. If there's anyone that we could kind of just send into danger, to look at stuff really quickly, it would be her. And if it's better this way.
Yeah.
If she gets into trouble, I can get her out better than
if you were to spring the trap on yourself.
Exactly.
Yes. So tell me what it looks like to Faer when he does this.
I like to imagine my eyes go kind of into the back of my head, white, and that's it.
All right. Very, very simple. There's no like external view. It's just boom. You are viewing things from her perspective now. And
yes.
She is looking directly at you. You can feel sort of her eyes darting around a little bit, a little unfocused from the combination of alcohol, tiredness, and copious espresso. Like her eyes are darting a lot and are not focusing. It's a little nauseating almost, but not enough to make you roll or anything.
I can feel it all. I'm perceiving everything.
Yeah,
from her viewpoint.
You're feeling all of that, and she turns, and you can feel her just sort of breathe in and then turn and head off into this space. And very, very quickly, she rounds some corners, is looking around, darting from spot to spot.
I'm curious. Could I just, since I'm looking through her eyes, Could I also
investigation.
roll my own perception?
Go for it. So I'm going to say that I'm going to give you advantage
Okay.
on an investigation because she is perceiving and noticing things, and her eye is like locking onto stuff.
I'm basically like playing an on-rails video game.
Exactly.
I'm not in control of the joysticks.
So you can tell, like, the camera is focusing on things that she thinks need to be focused on, but
Yeah.
you also can be focusing on stuff around that.
Excellent.
Yeah.
And just to be clear, I am using her as bait. Like
Yeah.
like she's alone in a sketchy space.
Fair's being a bit shady. Yeah.
Well, yeah, strategic. I think,
Strategic.
is what I'm looking for. Okay, investigation.
Yes.
That is a 19.
Ooh, beautiful. So looking around this space, you notice she is like walking around and just sort of eyeballing all of these cages that are scattered around the space, and she counts up all of those ones that I mentioned before. She sees a few empty ones. She's like a weird, tall white bird. Not white bird, like gray and whatever. It's weird. It's a weird little bird. She honks at her. She goes from space to space, and then eventually finds herself at the back of this room. No one's attacked her from the shadows or anything like that. Flashes of lightning every once in a while, but she goes to the back and finds those boxes, those crates where all the animals have been brought in. And you notice with a 19 that the number of cages, the number of animals in cages does not align to the number of crates.
Uh-oh.
There are 2 extra crates.
That are just empty
Yes.
and no animal in sight.
Yes, and with the 19, I will give you this as well. Her eyes pass over the labels. She doesn't seem to quite take this in, but you see it. One of the labels on it is Tasmanian tiger.
I remember them saying that they had trouble keeping that one in its cage.
Yeah. And the other says flug.
Flug.
Flug. F
Do I know
L
what that is?
umlaut UG. Roll me a nature check.
Hey.
Hey.
I don't got a great nature, but that's a 21.
Woo! You know that flugs are dangerous animals from
Of course.
The swamps towards the Salton Sea, but not next to the Salton Sea, just in that geographical direction between here and there. And you know that they're dangerous animals.
Like bipedal, quadrupedal.
Purposefully vague due to a running joke in the show.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay. So an uncertain amount of legs
Yes.
and limbs. Gross.
You also notice a thing. Will I give you this as well? Sure. You notice that there's some other like symbols on the box, but she does not stop long enough for you to like make out what they are.
Shoot. Were any the bulls, the ram horn, was it a bull head or a ram head on the knife?
Oh, boar head.
Boar, yes. Were any of them like a boar symbol?
No.
Okay.
Let me retcon this in case I might have misspoken earlier. You notice that there are more. How would I phrase this? Because what I want to say is the Flughaven crate was not, or the Flug crate was not open.
Oh, so the flug's inside.
Yes.
The Tasmanian Devil's inside?
No, it's open and it's empty. It's just like it looks like it.
That was empty earlier in the day, though. Correct?
Yeah. It looks like it was moved in here at some point. It's covered with like mud and stuff, and
Okay.
it looks like it was scraped along. The Flug crate is still closed.
Okay, so the flug is, for all intents and purposes, probably inside the crate.
Possibly.
Does any movement, any kind of sound coming from it?
Not that she heard, and that you heard through her.
Yep. Okay. All right. So she continues to go.
Yeah, she continues to go. She eventually makes her way to the back door, and she looks out and has a hard time like seeing out there. but there's a strike of thunder, and then you can see through her eyes this path leading down through the rows of grapes back behind the estate.
Okay. Into the vineyard.
Into the vineyard, yes.
Okay. Can I do a quick mental kind of seeking with my patron?
Sure.
Kind of seeing if the door's open, if there's anything,
There's another flash of thunder, and as that flash happens, you see a reflection in the back door of Simone.
Oh.
And when that happens, you hear Robin's voice coming out of your own throat. Oh, jeez. She backs up and
Still there?
No, it disappears in an instant. But you can see that Robin saw the image too. Oh my God, there's a person back there.
I'm gonna, for my own sake, roll a Constitution.
Oh, go for it.
Just because I don't know that I would. Yeah, I'm gonna end it. I'm gonna end the thing. That freaked me out a little too much, so I jump back to my body.
Greenhouse. What was the word? And you hear
Praise Saint Simone.
Praise Saint Simone. Jesus Christ! You hear her running as she runs through this.
She just say Jesus Christ.
I lost gods. Oh my God.
Excellent. That's so good.
And she goes running through the. You hear her running through the brush and trips over some stuff, and then ends up back with you. I saw a person over there, back out by the vineyards.
Was that the same Simone that I saw before the Firefox showed, or the fire?
Coyote.
Coyote.
Yes.
Coyote showed up.
Yes, it's the same person.
Shoot. And did I see her before or after the occurrence of events? There was something going on. I stopped it, then I saw her, right?
I believe that it was you stabbed the coyote, and then you saw her. And she pointed towards the child.
Yeah. Shoot, okay.
And a reminder for listeners, and for Josh, you have not seen her before.
Since she was alive?
Yes, since she passed away.
Yeah.
Hundreds of years ago.
Mm-hmm. So she showed up when I was actually reaching out to my patron. That she showed up just then.
Yes.
And I had used it. Okay.
Which you have felt the presence of your patron before. I'm not saying that is not a thing. I'm saying that
she doesn't show up every time. Yeah.
That is a new thing.
Okay. All right. Interesting. Is Robin returned?
Yes, and as you come back to your senses, you look around and you see what's his name, Chet, Butler Chet, standing at the ready, very awkwardly. His legs locked, but his arms his elbows out, holding the quarterstaff in front of him, very clearly not a fighter.
Yeah. Good form, Master Chet. And then I take my quarterstaff.
Of course. He passes it to you.
Thank you. Blast it all. I don't like this. All right, I'm torn because I want to go out into the vineyard, but I want to talk to Frederick again.
Oh yeah.
Was he in a specific place? Did we leave him in a specific place, or would he just gone to his quarters?
You don't know where he went.
Shoot. Oh, I don't like that. All right, I'm gonna we'll return to the Lumineers, the nearest Lumineers.
Okay. You head back towards the foyer, leading up those stairs to the hallway of bedrooms.
Excuse me, would you know the presence of your leader?
I don't know. I'm not in charge of him. He's in charge of me.
Sure.
Yes.
You were given orders by someone.
Yes.
chain of command.
Chain of
all that.
command.
Yes. Who's in charge of you?
Lord Frederick, I suppose.
He's your direct report?
Well, here at least, we don't have a lot of people around here.
So
It's just he tells us to if at this moment. If he wasn't here, then there would be a chain of command, but as it is right here, we're special brought in. Yeah.
Great. Fantastic. So there's no headquarters place where base of operations while you guys are here?
Not that I'm aware of. I just follow orders. I don't know what to say.
Chet, did he have a room? Is there a room for Lord Frederick?
Yes, I believe he was staying over by the.
Where would he be staying? Sorry, just give me a moment. I have not thought about where his bedroom would be, or what, if any, clues you might find there. So let me think about that. That is not to say that you shouldn't go. Or that you should. Just that I had not thought about that. Because I feel like I've made it clear that he was not staying. No, you know what? I guess he would have been also staying in one of these rooms on this hallway.
Okay.
Because he was another cleric, like another cleric person. So like he would have been staying in one of these rooms. So yeah,
he would have been staying probably at this, or he would have been staying in this room right here.
And he gestures towards one that does not have a Lumineer standing in front of it.
Okay. Sister Robin.
Yep.
I would say you and Chet please stay together. I have some things I wish to speak to Lord Frederick of.
Okay.
Alone.
All right.
And I'm just going to go into his rooms without knocking.
Okay. Cool. Yeah, you just open up the door and step in.
And then shut the door behind me.
Cool.
I don't care if he's in here or not. I'm just going to shut the door behind me.
Would I rather have him in there or not in there? You see Lord Frederick sitting cross-legged on the floor and just sort of resting with a sword next to him and a little candle sitting out in front of him.
Ooh, another candle. This is important. I'm going to look at him. Is he meditating in prayer? Is that what he's doing right now?
Yes.
Does he seem aware of me? Any movement or gesture as I kind of like close the door behind me?
As you close the door, you see like one of his eyes just sort of like slightly open, and he peers at you and raises one of his eyebrows.
I was wondering if I could have a word.
Of course. Please sit.
There are several individuals.
Sorry, you go ahead.
Yeah, update on the investigation.
Thank you.
Several individuals remain missing.
Yes.
Have your Lumineers reported any the whereabouts of Gilderange and Priestess Chio?
I haven't heard anything about them. I haven't gotten word of them spotting anyone since all of this. They've mostly been watching the exits, as it were. But I do believe that Priestess Chior came back to pray before the ball, and Gilderange, well, you know how the folks down at the Sultancy are. They go where their spirit takes them.
I'm immediately thinking of Simone.
You know what? He was thinking of that too. And and he sees the recognition in your eyes.
It's kind of a pointed. Yeah. Of course. That is what they tend to do. So you haven't gotten any reports of those missing individuals?
No, as you know, I have left the investigation up to yourself. I've set the Lumineers here to just keep people safe.
How many different gods are represented by those the individuals here?
Well,
And he starts tallying people on his fingers.
Oh, I would say...
I don't give you a specific number, but it's over 10.
Okay.
Less than 30.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I believe someone is trying to make a bid for power in the Congress Monastery.
Whatever do you mean?
there are individuals dying, Lord Frederick, under
Yes, and
your watch.
There's individuals bringing people back to the dead. Is there anything wrong with...
Well, roll me an insight check.
That would be insight?
Yes.
12.
Yeah, you know what you know.
I'm going to... this would be persuasion.
Okay.
I'm going to roll persuasion, and I would like to say,
If you have any hopes, Lord Frederick, of greater influence within the monastery, a murder remaining unsolved or continued chaos during this event would look poorly upon your leadership and your ability to protect the faithful.
and then I'm going to roll up.
Yeah, roll me that persuasion check.
Persuasion.
Ooh.
14.
14?
The death of a known necromancer? You really think anyone's going to really get up in arms for that?
You're certain that there haven't been other deaths?
Am I certain? I can't imagine why.
Roll me an insight check again.
That would be 11.
You know what you know.
I'm going to tell him, I said, that there is currently a murder that has occurred on these grounds. A priestess missing, of a respected faith, and an individual of the Salton Sea.
Oh, I'm sure that Gilderange and Giora are perfectly safe.
He says with confidence.
What makes you so confident?
And he eyes you. And I want you to roll me another insight.
Gosh, I'm getting different. Hold on a moment.
Okay.
I'm getting different dice. That was a 7.
Okay.
Okay.
Could you repeat your question to me again?
To Frederick?
Yeah.
Why are you so confident?
Because no one would get murdered on my watch without me knowing about it.
Is that because you would be the one murdering?
And this is, I'm really trying to set him off.
Yeah.
I want to get a reaction.
So I will say he rolled a nat 1 deception. And he tells that you have caught him in this.
So I can tell he's guilty.
You can tell that he knew more than he is saying.
Okay.
You see him just looking at you, and you see his eyes widen briefly, and then they flick towards the sword by his side, but he does not move. And you can see him just like his mind whirring.
Okay, I'm just going to go ahead and go for the ballsy move.
Okay.
I would like to cast Hold Person.
Okay. Okay. Read to me exactly what Hold Person says.
Yep. Choose a humanoid you can see within range. The target must succeed on a wisdom saving throw or be paralyzed for the duration. At the end of each of its turns, the target can make another wisdom saving throw. On a success, the spell ends. Must be within 30 feet of you.
Gotcha. He has a +5 to wisdom saving throws,
I figured he's religious.
which brings him to a 10.
Ooh,
He is locked.
that's gotta work. I'm pretty
Yeah.
sure I have a pretty decent DC. Yeah.
He is locked in place. Can he speak? Could he move or do anything?
Yeah, I have a 15. It's a 15
Okay.
DC. No, paralyzed. Just can't move or anything. So he's still sitting there like he was beforehand.
His eyes are darting around, but he is locked in place.
I'm going to walk over and pick up his sword.
I get rather bored, to be completely honest with you, Frederick, with your pursuits of gods. And I'm gonna like kneel down, so I'm kind of like eye level with him.
Yeah.
Did I get anything out of his eyes there? Any like?
You see righteous fury in his eyes.
You know more than what you're telling me. And I know that you believe you stand to benefit by however circumstances are turning out here. I want to know what you know. But truthfully, I think you're... Okay. Can I do a hard turn?
Yeah, do it.
Okay. Your pursuit of gods, it's terribly broken. You think power is going to come from them. You're nothing to them. They're nothing to you. They're just... It's pitiful. Do you want to know what real power is? It's having something that no one else has. And then I'm going to slide the sword into his... into like an open spot and like above his armor in his chest.
And he's locked in place, but like spasming, like underneath.
So I as I kind of slide the sword in, I'm gonna have my offhand kind of gripping my dagger tightly. I'm gonna let go of it and just kind of use it to kind of keep his mouth quiet as he kind of like splutters at the end here. But I'll keep eye contact with him the whole time.
And you watch the life and the light drain from this man's eyes until Hold Person is broken as he is no longer a person, but a shell, an empty shell that collapses. You hear a soft laugh from the bed behind him.
There's somebody else here?
And you look up to see Simone staring at you and smiling.
Simone.
Hello, Faer.
You're dead.
Oh, that's going to be the cutoff.
Oh, you're ending it.
I'm ending it right there. That's the end of that.
Oh, Ty. Oh, no. Oh, man.
I was not prepared for you to get to this point yet. I'm so excited. Oh, man.
Edge of my seat here, dude.
Hey, Josh, how you doing?
I have no idea. I'm so confused. I'm so confused. I am.
Yeah.
I feel like Faer is very comfortable in the chaos that he is creating around him, but I have no idea what's going on.
Boy, oh boy, how are you gonna deal with this dead guy, just inside of a room without, with his like whole little mini army right outside?
I mean, to be fair, like he was one of the more senior people. I feel like he was honestly my biggest challenge if I wanted to take control of the situation.
Yeah. You were very close to being in a legit fight, a really bad one, but you took action
and
moments
I'm out of
before
spell
I did.
slots.
Oh gosh.
I'm pretty sure I only have 2 spell slots if I remember correctly.
Ooh boy.
With warlocks. I could be wrong, but yeah.
Well.
Yeah, I'm not in a great position.
I am so glad that you came on today, and I'm so interested to see where this goes.
I'm just so there's so many layers to this, right? Because we haven't even solved the murder yet.
Yeah.
And now we've done a murder. So
It's
quick reminder. He was in the ballroom with you guys.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
Frederick was not the murderer of he didn't do the first murder. No.
Okay, good. Just wanted to make sure that you remembered that and that the audience also remembers this.
No, I know this will Faer knows his death will mess with whoever's plans are doing anything. So I'm throwing a wrench.
I will say that I have thought of 2 different ways that you can handle this guy being dead in the room with you.
Without it going totally just south.
Without it going total bananas. I'm going to mute myself real quick so I can record what those 2 things are, and so that I will remember and see if it's one of the things that you choose.
Oh, that's really cool. I can see him talking, but I can't read lips. I'm guessing one of the answers is just to kill everybody.
That's a third option. Perfect.
Man, this is super fun. I'm really I'm enjoying this descent into this character.
I am enjoying it so much. All right. And if you listeners have enjoyed it, tell a friend about side character quests, or tell a friend about Titans of Altera or Sneak Attack, Josh's older show, and
much more family friendly than my current character that I'm playing on this.
Very true. No cussing involved on either of those shows. No cussing.
Or like wanting murder.
Or one murder. Okay, that's probably the more relevant thing in this moment. All right. Well, until next time, let's go ahead and pitter patter on out of here.
Thank you to the Joy Drops for the use of Not Drunk as our intro and outro music. Thanks to all of our guests, and thanks to you for listening. You can find us and say hi over at sidecharacterquest.com or by checking out our show notes for more links and information. If you're enjoying the show, drop a rating or review wherever you listen to podcasts, and we'll see you around. Bye!
Podcube. Our Podcube devices are able to record audio from any time or place, in space or time or place.
And this is what they're picking up. I hate flowers. I feel like a poop seller. I feel like I'm selling poop. There's a whole baby Mark Zuckerberg in here.
Is it real?
I don't think so, but it's wet and it doesn't smell good.
Did you smell the mouth?
No, I didn't smell. Hi, welcome to Circuit City. Can I help you find anything
Now,
today?
politely, just shut up. I'm gonna take this iPod, dip it in some sauce. Ooh, hard to eat. Bet you it'd be harder to eat without all the sauce on it.
Search Podcube in your podcast app or go to poweredbypodcube.com. Podcube.
The future
Is yesterday.
This is just gonna all just be bloop stuff.
Anyway, are you recording?
I am recording. I am ready.
Okay. Let's do a quick count off. 1, 2, 3, 4, up to 8. 1,
2,
3,
4,
5,
6,
7,
8.
8. Perfect.
All right, man. Yeah, I'm ready. I'm ready to do this. Fair landing.
Fair landing.
Everyone
right.
take off your pants.
I forgot about that. So stupid.
This is important.
I love it.
This is really important.
This is really important. Okay, how should I position this? I will put...
I like the map.
Yeah, thank you. Hey, it's practical, gets the job done.
I'm being sincere.
Okay.
Sincere. I was trying to be an ass.
Okay. Yeah, it I feel like it was really necessary to like actually lay things out for you, just in case, because it's just like I don't want you to be in a situation where you're like not sure what a location is, and then you're mad like, oh, why did I not know about blah blah blah? Yeah, you know, you're a DM.
All good. Yeah. Okay, so Butler's MIA.
Yes, I believe so.
We haven't seen him.
No, you saw him. Let me double check. One person I did not expect you to ask about.
Really? I thought he's so fat. You made him too fascinating.
And attempts to appraise you.
Okay.
Let's see.
Should I be flattered? I'm curious. Just as a DM to DM.
Yeah.
You have Lady Godfrey. That was a character before.
Correct.
The passing of Gilbert Godfrey.
Correct. Yes.
I'm interested from your standpoint as a showrunner, dungeon master. I know this is completely off the subject.
Yeah.
Does Lady Godfrey have like meta armor now? Like the events of the real world now give that character like you're not going to do anything terrible or mean to them because of real world events?
So what I'll say is she does kind of have plot armor not because of that, for another reason.
Oh, okay. Okay. Did someone play her? Is this this was a player character?
No, no one played her, but something tragic has already happened to that character. In another arc.
Oh, I was like, another death?
Not in here.
I was like, don't give me that. Okay.
Not in this arc. Some other thing.
I got you. And you're not that cruel to your characters.
I can be, but I have no reason to be. It would have to be like if you were to kill this, want to kill this person for no reason or
I have no
for
interest.
a particular reason.
I loved Lady Godfrey.
Yeah, I would allow that. I wouldn't give her plot armor in that sort of case. But I am not going to seek out her death.
Cool. Just curious. Apologies for the aside.
No, that's fine.
Okay, back to it. So. You're my Scooby-Doo.
All right.
There's crazy thunder going on outside my house right now, so
Perfect.
I feel like it's like playing into this very well. All right, I'm going to return to the Lumineers, the nearest Lumineers.
Okay.
Excuse me, would you know the presence of your leader?
So we are cutting back to that hallway. The stairways.
Do you want to kind of?
No, that's fine. Or I'll say this, and then you can say, we can use that line that you just gave.
Okay. Can I do a hard turn?
Yeah, do it.
Okay. I would like to stab him with his own sword.
Do it.
So I will put a hand on my dagger.
Yeah.
Okay. Can you not have me say that what I'm gonna do?
Yeah.
Can I just explain it when in the final edit? I apologize.
No, that's fine.
I've been thinking about this for a long time. He's the person I want to kill.
I will say that I have thought of 2 different ways that you can handle this guy being dead in the room with you.
Without it going totally just south.
Without it going total bananas. I'm going to mute myself real quick so I can record what those 2 things are. And so that I will remember and see if it's one of the things that you choose.
Oh, that's really cool.
So thing number 1 is that...
I can see him talking, but I can't read lips. I'm guessing one of the answers isn't just to kill everybody.
That's a third option.
Howdy, y'all. We're Two Monsters Rolling Dice, an actual play tabletop roleplay podcast played in the cinematic Fate Core system, with a new and original score and a cutting-edge sound design, fully included. We're a team of real-life friends and nerds focused on collaborative storytelling, character-driven drama, and immersive original worlds. If you're looking for intrigue, drama, laughs, cowboy duels, dinosaurs, political conflict, mysterious supernatural phenomena, and so much more, all in the style of an old-timey radio dramedy, give us a try. Check us out at twomonstersrollingdice.com or by searching for Two Monsters Rolling Dice wherever you get your podcasts.